Hello, I'm Dennis Stumfel, owner of Bernie's Boats and Motors, and myself and David Lemke are the designers of the Desperado 22 and, of course, the builders of it. Today, I was wanting to tell you some of the items and some of the features on the 22 Desperado that we think are very important to the fishermen. For one, when we designed the console, one of the items we wanted to do was to be able to sit down where you could actually drive the console comfortably while you're running down the intercoastal, and as well be able to stand up and drive and still have easy access to the controls. All our instrumentation, all of our switch panels, GPS, as well as any other accessory items are all in-dash mounted. This makes ease of access to everything that you have in a boat, ease of visibility, and less vulnerable to theft. When we designed the console, we spent quite a bit of time in the design work of it, primarily because this is a very important part of the boat that sometimes tends to get overlooked. We also put rod holders on the side of the console, which is needed in every boat, and we put storage in the front of the console just for easy access of items such as telephones, billfolds, keys, things you want to get out of your pocket but get to very easily. Of course, the front of the console is our front chest, ice chest seat cushion assembly, and then in the front we designed a front deck that has easy access. We incorporated a step into the deck to make it easy to get up on the deck, as well as one of the things that a lot of boats don't have enough of, and that's large storage compartments. We have very large storage compartments which make it easy to put your life jacket, tackle boxes, day use items, and we put a very good seal around it and a very good gutter system to help keep water from getting in this compartment. We also designed a step and have additional storage in the step. This is a good place to put tie ropes, excess things that are items that you don't really have to get to very often. We use this as our trash can most of the time. We need the trash in the boat. It's an easy place to put it and be able to clean it out once you come in. We have rod boxes that are available on each side of the boat in this front deck. These rod holders will hold up to 8-foot rods. We have a large tube that runs into the forward portion of the deck, so when you're sliding the rod in, makes it very easy to put the rod into and drop it into the rod holder. Also, in the bow of the boat, we have a large compartment for our anchor, and this compartment will allow you access for just about any type of anchor that you want to use, whether it be a Danford style anchor or a claw type anchor like some people like to use when they're fishing the reefs. We also built into the back of the boat a storage compartment that's a little different and unique from some of the other boat companies. These compartments are large. You might notice that we do have fiberglass lids on all of our doors, and these compartments go underneath the deck. You're able to get large items in and out of here, so if you're a wade fisherman, you have 5-gallon buckets or a lot of wade fishing gear, this is an easy place to put the stuff, get them off the deck, out of the way. You won't have this stuff on the floor of the boat, so if you do stop to fish the birds while you're out in the bay, you've got plenty of room to fish. Again, fiberglass doors, seals, front and rear. This gives you good dry storage throughout the boat. When we designed our console, one of the first things we wanted to do was not only be able to stand up and drive the boat comfortably, But for long trips such as Baffin Bay or some of the trips we take from Port O'Connor into San Antonio Bay, we wanted to be able to sit down. We incorporated a footrest into the console itself with a backrest on the leaning post. This allows us easy access to drive the boat and be comfortable for long trips. Some of the leaning posts tend to be a little bit tall. You can lean against them, but you tend to slide off of them. We dropped this one down, of course, incorporated a backrest into the leaning post. We've got rod holders designed into the back of the leaning post, and we have a 25-gallon recirculating live well system. We also incorporate a support spring to help keep the lid open on the live well while you're accessing anything that's in the live well. And we put a seal around this lid so that in wintertime when you're running, you don't have water splashing out of the live well, getting the floor wet or getting people's feet wet. In summertime, that's not a big issue. In the wintertime when it's cold, it is. Also, in the design of the leaning post and live well systems, we wanted to try to create a little bit of comfort in the back of the boat. When you anchor up after a long day of wade fishing, or you just want to anchor up and do a little fishing out of the boat, you got a nice place to put your feet, get a little comfortable. You have an ice chest in the back of the boat, and this is one of the most comfortable places on the boat to do that. The design of the hull of the boat is a catamaran type hull. In designing it, we designed a round section in the front, and then we have two air slots or steps in the bottom of the boat that transforms the boat back to a flatter section. The rounded forward section is what provides for the better ride. The reverse chines is what helps keep the front of the boat very dry, and your flatter sections in the back is what gives the boat the ability to run in 5- and 6-inch water. One of the things we did in the design of this boat, and one of the things, of course, that a catamaran design helps, is it creates better stability. So when you get 2 or 3 people on one side of the boat tends to lay flatter, it doesn't lean as much, so you don't have as much lift. When you're out in a little bit of a chop, makes a big difference. You're not having to balance yourself as much. Of course, this boat, with a cat-type hull, when you're taking off in shallow water, tends to bottle up the water and compresses it. And that helps the boat get on plane quicker and draws a little bit less water as well. So the cat-type hull design has quite a few advantages, both in fishing and in shallow water capabilities.